students, how are you? I hope you all are fine. Welcome again in this class for the students of standard 9. Today we will learn second poem of this chapter, Wind. This poem is composed by a great Tamil poet, Subramania Bharati. We get to some point about the poet. Chinnaswamy Subramania Bharati, also known as Bhartiyar. He was a Tamil writer, poet, journalist, Indian independence activist, and a social reformer, popularly known as Mahakavi Bharati. He was a pioneer of modern Tamil poetry and is considered one of the greatest Tamil literary figure of all times. Subramania Bharati, 1882 to 1921, is a great Tamil poet, famous for his patriotism in the pre-independence era. So let's get the introduction to the poem. We all know that wind is a natural phenomena. In this poem, the poet talks to the wind. The power of wind has been described, and the poet says that the wind is destructive. He has linked the destructive power of wind to the adversities of life and says that the weak people break down, but stronger people emerge out of adversities, stronger. The poem gives an important message that we should be mentally tough and physically strong in order to survive the hardships of life. A weak person breaks down like a weak building and crumbles. We must make these destructive forces our friend with our strength and determination. So, The Wind is a beautiful poem in which the poet is talking to wind and is highlighting its destructive power. So let's read the poem. The wind blows strongly and causes a lot of destruction. How can we make friends with it? Wind, come softly, don't break the shutter to the window. Don't scatter the papers. Don't throw down the books on the shelf. There, look what you did. You threw them all down. You tore the pages of the books. You brought rain again. You're very clever at poking fun at weaklings. So here the poet is talking to the wind and highlighting the destructive power of the wind. Poking fun means the making fun of something, and weakling means a person who is weak. The poet is talking to the wind. He asked to wind to come softly. So he is saying that the wind should not be very strong, loud. It should be soft and subtle. Then he says that the wind is very powerful. It is destructive. It breaks the shutter of the window and scatters the papers. When the wind is very powerful, all the books which are kept on the shelf fall down. So here the poet is describing the power of the wind. Then he says to the wind to look at the destruction that it had done. Whenever there is a strong wind, all the things that are weak, like small plants, tiny children, etc., they all get scared and they can even fall and get hurt. We can say that in the initial part of the poem, the poet is referring to the wind as a young child. So the initial part of the poem, that wind comes softly, don't break the shutter of the window, don't scatter the papers, and don't throw the books on the shelf. So that is the initial part of the poem, and the poet is referring to the wind as a child. He is saying that it should come softly just like a small child does. In the later part, we come to know that the wind is destructive just like a youth, just like a young boy and a young girl who is full of energy, violence and destruction. Just you can see, you brought rain again. You are very clever at poking fun at the weakling. So here the wind is destructive just like a youth. Let's start the second paragraph of this poem. Frail crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives, crumbling hearts. The wind god winnows and crosses them all. As you can see, there is a picture before you. Explanation of this paragraph. Crumbling means falling or to cause something to break. Rafters, sloping beam which support the roof of the building. Winnows, to break a grain free of sharp. Separate grain from husk by blowing on it. Here the word crumbling is repeated so many times to lay stress, to emphasize that everything crumbles in the face of a strong wind. So the poet is saying that when wind is very powerful, it is very strong. It leads to breakage of everything. Houses which are weak fall, doors which are weak fall, beam on which the roof of the building are supported, they also fall, and all the wooden structures fall. All bodies of people fall, animals, lives, hearts. So he is saying that everything crumbles. So crumbles means everything cause something to break, everything break down. Everything that is weak reacts by falling down and breaking in the face of adversities. Here adversities means difficulties. So who are not able to face difficulties, definitely they all will fall. So the poet is saying that whenever a weak person faces any difficulties, any challenges or any adversities in life, he breaks down and falls. The poet is addressing to wind as a wind god. He is saying that the powerful god of wind winnows. As you can read, when we read the wind god winnows and crosses them all. That means the shifts all the people, and those people who are weak fall down and get crushed. So here a comparison is made between wheat and people. Just like a winnow the wheat to separate the grain from chaff, the wind god separate the strong people from the weak people. When there is a strong wind, all the things that are weak fall and get crushed. Let's read the third paragraph of this poem. We won't do what you tell him. So come, let's build strong homes. Let's join the door firmly. Practice to form the body. Make the heart steadfast. Do this and the wind will be friend with us. Steadfast means firm. The poet wants to make friends with the wind. Example, the adversities in our lives. So adversities means difficulties in our lives. He says that the problem will not listen to us. They will come, so we should be prepared. In the preparation, we should build strong homes and close the doors of our house firmly so that the wind cannot get into. And then he says that we should also make our bodies strong and hearts firm to face these challenges. And then once we are strong enough, all the challenges will be like friends. We will not feel that they are troublesome. So we must make our heart strong, because here weak people always falls. They crumbles. So when we make ourselves strong, we will be able to face all the adversities of life. The wind blows out weak fires. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. His friendship is good. We praise him every day. So let's get the explanation of this paragraph. Flourish means grow. Here the poet has kept the wind on a pedestal. He is comparing the wind to God. That's why he is saying wind god. He says that wind is God and we praise wind every day. He adds that everything that is weak get finished off in the face of the strong wind, and all the things that are strong flourish and grow to become stronger. He is giving us a very important message that we should not feel bad that we are facing so many challenges and adversities in life. We should make ourselves physically and mentally strong to face these challenges, and once we are strong enough, we will overcome the challenges and we will become friends with them. And then we will be happy that we had these challenges in our life because they help us become stronger and better. So here the wind support the strong fires but extinguishes weak fires. Weak person crumbles down like a weak building. So thank you. This is I think all you understood, students.